Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal Mr. Butter coming back at you. Today I want to look at a pair of Dunk Lows that caught my eye on GOAT. These haven't dropped in the US yet, but I put an offer up of 120 bucks. It got accepted, so I want to share them with you all. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's take a look at these Wolf Gray and White Dunk Lows. Okay, so once again, I saw a pair of Dunk Lows on GOAT, and the asking prices weren't too high, so I threw up an offer that I thought was reasonable for getting a pair of Dunk Lows early, and it ended up getting accepted. I would encourage you, if you're trying to build your sneaker collection, or if you don't have any Dunk Lows and you've always wanted some or something, look on GOAT and just do some searching, because a lot of times these colorways that haven't dropped in the US yet are really surprisingly affordable, and there's no hype to them because really nobody knows about them yet. This pair came all the way from Tokyo, but I think the price was pretty reasonable, and I think it's kind of fun to hunt for these colorways that nobody really has yet. The tag reads Nike Dunk Low Retro, and the color is Wolf Gray and White. This is a size 10.5. I typically go with a size 10 on Dunk Lows. However, I put an offer up for a 10 and a 10.5. The 10.5 offer is what got accepted, so that's what I got. I think this is just a very classic looking shoe. Very easy to wear. I love the Dunk Low silhouette, but in this colorway, I'm just really feeling these. This is honestly one of my favorite pairs that I've picked up recently. And a lot of times, you know, whenever you get a GR Dunk, that the materials aren't going to be that good. I feel like this leather is a little more decent than what we're used to getting on standard Dunk Low GRs. It's a very simple color scheme, and it's kind of got that classic Dunk Low blocking that we're all accustomed to, just one color for the base and then a different color for all the overlays. But I like how the darker color is the base and then just all the overlays are white. And I also like the gray on the outsole as well. I just think these will probably wear pretty well, and I think they'll hide imperfections and everything because of that dark color being on the outsole. But I just really like the look of these. This is a shoe that I can see myself wearing often, and basically any outfit. Like, I can't imagine something that this wouldn't go with. And like I saw on the dark beetroot Dunk Lows, this also has a tag with a lot of language that I can't understand or make out, but you can tell it definitely came from somewhere in Asia. In this instance, it came from Tokyo. But of course, this being a Dunk Low, we have a standard dunk tread pattern, pivot point in the front, Nike branding at the midfoot, and it's all in that Wolf Gray color, but it's definitely just got a classic look to it. And as you come up from that outsole and you look at the side, you can see that gray meets a bright white midsole with bright white stitching. Just nice and clean looking. And this simple color palette, I really do just think jeans and a t-shirt, or even dressing them up, you could just wear these with anything really. But then coming up from that midsole, here on the mud guard, we have this white smooth leather, and this is actually what we have for all the overlays. It does have a synthetic feel, but it's not as plastic feeling as a lot of the Dunk Lows. And I had this pair handy. This is the UCLA Dunk Lows, which was another GR, but you can even tell when looking closely at this one compared to this Wolf Gray pair, there's just a lot more texture on the Wolf Gray, and it's a lot softer feeling. I feel like these UCLA Dunk Lows feel very plasticky, and this Wolf Gray pair doesn't feel as bad. Definitely feels synthetic, but you can tell that the leather has a little bit more texture on it, and it's just got a little bit more of a natural feel to it. We have white synthetic leather overlays for the mud guard, going up the eye stays, for the swoosh, wrapping around the base of the heel and also this heel tab with the Nike branding. I think that looks really nice. That white heel tab with the wolf gray stitching spelling out Nike. I just think that's got a classy look to it. But then for the base of the shoe, like I mentioned, it's got a little bit of texture on this gray leather. And you can see that we've got some perforations there on the toe box like we always see. But you can see that nice gray leather for the base here on the toe box, on the side panels, and then also wrapping around up by the collar and where we see these rows of stitching here in the back. I've always liked the color wolf gray on Jordans, Dunks, whatever retro Nike it might be. I've always been a fan of wolf gray. It looks like our tongue is a standard nylon material, and it is also in that wolf gray color to match the base of the shoe. And it's got wolf gray piping going along the edges of the tongue. At the top of the tongue, it's got a white tag with some wolf gray Nike branding. And they gave us some flat white laces in this pair. I think it would look good with some sail or some gray laces, but they didn't give us any extras with this pair. It looks like for our sock liner and then our insole, those are both wolf gray, and I like that because it'll hide imperfections, or if you get some like color migration from your jeans or whatever, it won't be as evident. But then on the insole, it's got some white Nike branding down in there. And that was just a real quick rundown, but we've all seen Dunk Lows before, so there's nothing really out of the ordinary to go over. I do just think these are really, really clean. I'm not sure when they'll be coming to the US, but I'd imagine we'll see them here in the near future. Let me know what you think about these and if you think they're worth picking up. I appreciate you all watching tremendously. Have a wonderful day. I'm out.